Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is Seven of Vessels and Mourning. And this card has popped up again. So just to refresh everybody on what this means, it's a time to honor what has moved on, okay, and to mourn. Okay, it's an opportunity to let go by offering thanks and being at peace with the memories that you do have. Now, mourning is a process to heal from death or failure, and it brings peace and honor to yourself as well as that which has passed. And at the same time, it brings closure, okay, to what's going on. Sometimes this can take a while. If it's anywhere from a year to, I've known cases for lifetimes. People just don't get over things. Okay, but you don't have to be sad during this process. It could be a celebration of life as well. All right, so those that have moved on are kept alive in our thoughts and hearts, and those spirits in turn guide us on our spiritual journey. So, looking at the card, you see the empty skull there with the the seven vessels, and my focus is always on those vessels. It's, yes, they may be empty now, but now you have an opportunity to fill those vessels back up, and they're all varying sizes. You got big ones and you got little ones, okay? And it doesn't have to be a mourning situation to where it's a total loss, okay? I know years ago when I lost my dad, actually I didn't lose him. I actually found him, but when he moved on to the other side, there was a loss within my life. I lost a parent, all right? And those of you who have lost parents, know that grief. Okay, but at the same time, it opened my eyes. It opened my eyes to my mortality, okay? And, it made me look at things differently. So even though, the skull, in this case, was, the loss of my dad and watching him move into, that next portion of his life. What it did is it opened up different avenues and different doors for me, and it made me see things different, okay, in a different light. It made me look at my mortality, and I'm a workaholic. I was working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, and making as much money as I could and not getting ahead of the game. All right, and I was providing for my family at the time. I was doing the things that a dad needs to do, with the kids, being involved. And when my father passed, it just kind of opened my eyes to say, am I doing this for me, or am I doing this for others? The community involvement, am I doing it for me? Am I doing it for my family? And, I wanted to finish off some things, but there was other things that I wanted to do that meant a lot to me. All right. And a lot of people didn't have those same thoughts and same opportunities that I thought about. I wanted to travel. I wanted to, continue, working out and doing triathlons. I also, was working nights a lot. And, I thought to myself, I've got seniority, I should go to days. Maybe I need to, learn something different, because I wasn't very happy with where I was at. And, I started looking at how my life was structured. And, instead of being something for somebody else, I started being something for me. I started listening to what Spirit wanted me to do. Because at the time of the death, I did a lot of meditation, and I did a lot of talking to Spirit, and just trying to understand. And it really awakened me onto the path that I'm on. The spiritual journey, the Spirit's path, was one of those cups that wasn't filled when my dad passed, that is now filled. Okay. and, had a lot of ideas around that. Started opening up, looking at different things spiritually. Started reading psychic books. Started reading spirituality books. Got into reading tarot cards, and got, licensed and certified, not licensed, but certified, and to understand how, the tarot cards are a tool with spirit to align yourself with the universe and the spirit world. But what happened after that is that just opened me up like a flower, okay? And I just started reading and touching and learning about anything that I could about spirituality and, where am I supposed to go on my spirit's path, on my spiritual journey, all right? Because I was living my life for others. I wasn't living my life for myself, okay? Not to take it away from the family that I have or that I had, with my son and my daughter, and, the family that was going on at that point. But, I really started letting go of the stuff that wasn't serving me. And, I went through some dark times through that loss until I found myself. And once I found myself, I said, you know what? I'm going to start filling up these bowls. I am not going to go back to a situation where, I can't live. I can't live for myself. And it's not that, I regret any of the choices I made. Those choices were made because that was the spiritual path that I was on, the spiritual journey I was on. All right. Now, since then, I've taken, my spiritual journey, my spiritual path has taken it's gone by levels. I went on my quest. I found my tree, which is posted on my website. And, I was able to commune with a Hale Makua, a kahuna shaman out in Hawaii, and was able to talk to Pele, and she gave me some great messages. And I've met a lot of great friends along the way that have spiritually opened me up, as well as me opening them up spiritually. And just looking at the different energy patterns that people have, all right, and being able to see those energy patterns off of people. And, again, the Spirit's Path, the website, was one of those cups. Tarot reading was one of those cups. The YouTube channel, which has just been created here within the last, 2-3 months, is one of those cups. The cups keep getting filled up as I can continue to move forward, okay? Because even though there was a loss many years ago, what it's done is I've mourned for that loss, I've grieved for that loss, okay? But it's opened me up spiritually so I can, communicate, what I feel is my spiritual path, my spiritual journey for others to be taught or to be educated. And it's not about, don't get me wrong. I mean, I live my life I try to live my life to the fullest. I work full-time job, and, I take care of this on the, as well. But those empty cups are being filled. And the more filled that I can make those cups, the more psychic energy, the more spiritual energy, the more universal energy, okay, flows through me, okay? I'm more active now than I was back then. And I'm more mindful of where my spiritual path, my spiritual journey is headed. I always want to be moving forward. I don't want to be stagnant. I don't want to be, sitting back with an empty cup, okay? Once these cups are full, I know I'm going to move into, another stage, okay? And, the next card after this in the tarot deck is the Eight of Cups, which is rebirth, all right? So that's, just telling me that I need to fill these up, all right? I need to fill these back up because they're empty. So if you're in that state of loss, okay, whether it's a relationship or, a work situation or whatever, grieve for it what you need to, but it's time to let it go. It's time to honor what you've learned, okay? And it's time to move on. Start filling those cups up, all right? So you can, be more in line with your spirit, with the universe, okay, and on your spiritual path. Honor what has happened in the past. Live with those memories, okay, and let them be guidance for you. Let the universe guide you on your path to help fill your cups up. So that's pretty much, the card of the day, the Seven of Vessels, Mourning. And, leave your comments down below. Hit the subscribe button for me, and hit that like button as well. And I look forward to reading your comments. This is Dee from the Spirit's Path, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.